Alright guys, how y'all doing, man? Now I was supposed to release this video earlier today, but my Twitter got suspended, so I had to handle that all morning, talking to Twitter support, trying to get my account back, which will probably be back in 2 weeks. And then I also got my tattoo. I got some more tattoo done. I got that. Hold on. Also got my Travis Scott shorts. So yeah, we got more tattoo done. The leg sleeve is basically like 50% done, and yeah, so I was probably doing like an 8-hour session. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. Y'all probably don't even give a fuck about that. We're here to talk about the Weeknd's halftime show. And before my Twitter account got suspended, I was kind of giving, you know, a little bit of, not mediocrity, but I was getting a little bit of I don't know how I felt about it when I watched it. I wasn't wowed by anything. It was probably one of, I'm gonna say forgettable. I wouldn't say the forgettable, you know, Super Bowl performances, but a lot of people were kind of saying this was top 3 Super Bowl appearances ever, like halftime show ever, and I'm just like, that's really wasn't the case, at least for me. I watched it a couple more times, and I still feel the same way that I felt last night. Of course, before we get into it, understand, I love The Weeknd, all right? As you see, After Hours right here. All right, After Hours is my second favorite Weeknd album to date. Of course, House of Balloons is my first, and a lot of songs were played from both of those. Well, one House of Balloons song was played, literally House of Balloons, and then we had a lot of After Hours that was played last night, which was expected with him in the red suit. That's been kind of his theme all year, and I think that, you know, kind of what he was provided throughout the Super Bowl, like, you know, COVID, and to come out of his own pocket, which I wasn't even aware of until I found out, you know, midway into the show, that these artists pay for their own, like, they pay for their own shows. You know, the NFL, obviously, and CBS or whatever, Fox, I think, whatever the Super Bowl's on, they're not funding that. That is all the artists. And I kind of felt like The Weeknd, for him to, you know, kind of get snubbed from the Grammys, I just expected him to come a little harder. Pause. I just expected him to come a little harder, and I just didn't feel like he did. Now, I will say I enjoyed the memes, and I had a great meme. All right? I had a great meme. All right, you know, my meme was, you know, he's like, the doom, 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 and then it said, welcome to the 2000, you know, like, you know, when back that ass up. I had a good meme going. My shit was about to go viral, all right, and I couldn't get that meme off because my Twitter got suspended. I think that his song choice, we all called it on Twitch, right? We all said that he was going to play Starboy. I knew he was going to open up with Starboy. A lot of people still feel like Starboy is his weakest album when I had that poll on Twitter. I don't agree. I think that Starboy, not only is it very heavy hitters, I also think that it's what created the persona that he is now. It's the megastar that he is nowadays. And I think that he had to pay homage to that, and he had to show that he is still the Starboy. Leading on with that, he had Blinding Lights, of course, that was going to be played. I loved how, one thing I got to say, man, I loved how he had the transition when he was actually in the you know, the whatever, you know, the scene it looks like when he's in, I forgot what video that was, but he had a scene, he was looking around, the meme was created, and if you hear the beat closely, After Hours is playing, like dun 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 dun, and then he also switched that into, I don't know, using a detamine, no worry. So he had After Hours still playing on that beat while that song, I Can't Feel My Face, was being played, which I thought was a cool little integration. We all know that integration has definitely been or mixing has definitely been a thing of 2020, 2021 with Pop Smoke, and shout out to Black Mass, how he's been mixing those, and Nirvana, Pop Smoke. We all know how that mixing has gone. So I thought that was a cool little thing. Also, I think I can speak for everyone when I say this. My favorite part of the halftime show or of the Weeknd's song choice was when he played House of Balloons. Because this whole time I was wondering, is he going to play anything from his old shit? Like, could he get away with playing anything from his old? And out of all the songs that I thought he would play from House of Balloons, I did not think that he was going to play House of Balloons, because House of Balloons is probably top 4 hardcore tracks on House of Balloons. So I think that, and look, I got House of Balloons right there, and I got Thursday right here. So yeah, man, like, don't ask me like, oh, I'm a Weeknd fan. I am an OG Weeknd fan to the T. I was, like I said, I was popping pussy while y'all was motherfucking sucking on nipples. All right, that's all I got to say about that. So I think that he did a great job. Look, he was going to play his hitters, and a lot of people got mad at me because I said, okay, like, could he play something else? I think that I wanted him to be a little bit more creative. If he was going to have the look, this is maybe giving my cons right now. If he was going to play anything or do anything different with what he was like, with the tools that he was working with, because he, obviously COVID was a thing. I'm all over the place, but deal with it. I love how the dancers had the mask. I thought that was so crazy. I thought that was crazy how they had the mask on, but it was still part of the whole thing, but they were still wearing the white mask. I thought that was great integration right there. I love that part. And the House of Balloons, how I had the marching, kind of, playing tribute to black colleges. I had, black colleges, what I'm saying, Morehouse, all that, Bethune-Cookman, the Florida Rattlers, I had AMU. So I feel like when he had that A&M, my bad, Florida A&M. He had, kind of that little marching band type shit going on, with the bands. I thought that was a great thing as well. A lot of people probably didn't realize that. Having House of Balloons then transition into the next track, I thought that was pretty cool. I love the mask. The one thing I got to say of the cons, though, is I feel like if he was going to have the after hours, which I did not expect him to play more after hours, but I just expected him, while he was going to be hyped, to kind of just show more of the discography. Give us some sad shit. I'd have been cool too that your discography is so vast. He did play the Hills. We all called the Hills as well. But his discography is so vast that what I would think he should have did, if you ask my opinion, I think that he could have went from, kind of a show of House of Balloons, put some fake hair on, switching it to Thursday, Echoes of Silence, or even just making that a trilogy if you want to make the trilogy. Then after that, going to Kissland. Didn't play no Kissland. Play Kissland after that. Then you said Beauty Behind Madness. Playing that. Then going on there. Now switch to the Starboy. And he definitely could have did a transition with it, because he did about 4 or 5 transitions, I believe. And then going in there and it, kind of showing his whole start of his journey to where, because that was the thing about the Super Bowl. He was hyped from being poor to now, the Super Bowl show. He could have worked that to his advantage. That's just an idea I had that he could have did. I feel there was a lot of variety there. And, for him to kind of just, still keep the after hours effect, I feel like, I'm not saying it got old, but, because 2022, I feel like COVID has fucked up a lot of that too, man. I'm not trying to be extra harsh on it. I enjoyed the show. I'm just saying that to me, it was kind of just like, okay, it was the weekend. We got a performance, concert that we haven't gotten in a whole year. I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. But I think that COVID is if we want to blame anything, blame COVID. Blame COVID for it all. I wouldn't say it's the Weeknd's lack of ability to, be great, or, his lack of ability to be a performer. I just feel like he just didn't have the tools, the maximum set of tools to be able to bring that A++ experience. And he worked with what he worked with. It was a great job. But I just feel like even if it's a great job, what he worked, you could do the best of your abilities and still be a C+ or a B-, right? I think that's exactly what we got there. But we blame COVID. I think it was just COVID's fault. COVID just allowed stuff that he probably couldn't do that he wanted to do. And he had to think about other shit, especially on the fly. He had about 3 months, I think 3 months to 4 months prepared. I think I just, for me, man, I'd expected better. I definitely, with all the rage behind him with the Grammy snub and all of the great year that he had, and, being the best artist clearly in 2020, having the best album, if not top 3 best album in 2020. I just thought that this Super Bowl was literally going to slap the world in the face and be like, hey, I'm the Weeknd. Respect this shit. But I do want to say, man, shout out to the Weeknd releasing that highlights. He is still shitting on Party Next Door. That man is not letting Party Next Door live. The man released a highlights album just because Party dropped his album. I feel like that's actually another flex that a lot of people missed out on this weekend. But till next time, man, it's me, boy Dev. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm so neutral here. Let me know how you guys feel about the Super Bowl appearance. All right. A lot of people got mad at me on Twitter, the stands, not the fans, because the fans respect Dev. But the stands got really mad at me. They were like, what you want him to do? Oh, this motherfucker could be motherfucking goddamn Adriana Lima, suck your meat from the back, tell you she love you and cook for you, and you still wouldn't be pleased, Dev. Damn, what you want? You want God to come, put his goddamn hands on the cross and be like, Dev, I repent for you. That's what you want? That's what you want? No, that's not what I want. All right? It's not that serious. I'm just saying how I felt about the performance, all right? You can suck the Weeknd's dick. I'm just here giving a critique, all right? That's all I'm doing here. I can have my opinion. You can have his dick. That's it. That's how I felt about it, all right? Till next time, this is me, boy Dev. Like always, been fucking talking too much. Till next time, we out. Peace.